Muhau Peko, I salute you. The Azanian nation at large, veterans of the Pan Africanist Congress of Azania, Secretary General and members of the National Executive Committee, the leadership of the component structures of the PAC, candidates of the PAC who are standing for local government elections, our hosts, the leadership of the Ekurhuleni region, members of the Pan Africanist Congress of Azania, the great movement of hope and liberation, members of the media, comrades and friends. On behalf of the leadership of the PAC and members of the Pan Africanist Congress, it is my privilege to welcome you to this important and historic occasion. The launch of the PAC's Manifesto for the local government elections 2021. To the distinguished viewers across our nation who are watching this live broadcast, to the patriots who have braved the elements to be with us, at this launch today, you are witnessing a turning point in the history of our country. Everywhere we go, the message is the same. Our people are tired of being led astray by those who treat public funds like their personal bank accounts. Our people have had enough of the empty promises by those who have misgoverned the affairs of our nation for the past 27 years. That is why our country desperately needs reconstruction and leadership. Governed by a league of captured hyenas, the country has fallen into a debilitating cycle of poverty, rampant corruption, damaged infrastructure, anarchy, injustice, lawlessness, instability, and a total lack of accountability. That is why, through the 2021 local government elections, the Pan Africanist Congress of Azania says the 27 years of betrayal must end on the 1st of November. The economy is on its knees, subjecting the youth of our country to an unprecedented onslaught of joblessness. Unemployment has reached staggering proportions as 44% of the population of Azania is without work, while youth unemployment has worsened to 64.4%, the highest youth unemployment rate the world over. This is a direct consequence of the disastrous neoliberal policies adopted by the governing party, a former liberation movement decimating the local industry and shifting jobs to foreign lands. On the supply side, the ANC failure to develop rural areas has created conditions for unsustainable urbanization as more and more people migrate to the cities in search of economic opportunities. The PAC says the 27 years of betrayal must end on the 1st of November 2021. This is the turning point. Homeless and robbed of hope, the African majority are held hostage to a life of poor services. Whether it is long spells without electricity, unreliable supply, the indignity of best sewage pipes and uncollected heaps of garbage, neglected and derelict cemeteries, gaping potholes, under-resourced libraries and much more. Their municipalities do not care as long as their hefty salaries of elected representatives are paid in full and on time. The PAC says the 27 years of betrayal must end on the 1st of November 2021. This is the turning point. Cheated and betrayed, the African majority are condemned to a life of substandard houses, built by greedy contractors who are in cahoots with officials and representatives whose only interest is their pockets and not the people. These are politicians who want another chance to be re-elected only to rob the people again. The PAC says 27 years of betrayal must end on the 1st of November. This is the turning point. Over the past 27 years, poverty and inequality have been on an upward trend, with approximately 55% of Tanzania's population living in poverty. In terms of income distribution, the wealthiest 10% account for over 50% of the country's wealth, while the poorest 40% of our citizens account only for 7% of wealth. To rub salt to the wound, under the current government, Tanzania took over Brazil to become the most unequal country in the world. The local government elections 2021 are a democratic opportunity for the people to end the season of corruption and betrayal to which they have been sentenced by a former liberation movement. The time to stop the rot is now, so that our country may begin the reconstruction of the promised land. The people in their collective and conscious action are the only hope to build the land of peace and plenty that is Tanzania. That is why we urge you to vote PAC for the land and economic liberation. The PAC has triumphed over difficult odds to enter the local government 2021, scheduled for the 1st of November this year, 28 days from today. The members, veterans and sympathizers of the PAC delivered a decisive judicial victory on Tuesday, the 2021 September, to defeat engineered sabotage from within the ranks of our movement to participate in these local government elections. The PAC is hardened by adversity, united by a historic mission and inspired by a patriotic purpose. Whatever hardships we have endured over the decades, the PAC has always emerged unscathed, renewed, and more resilient. Our leaders of combats before us and many in our midst have survived the brutal torture, long spells of imprisonment, state executions, assassinations, fire, banishment, mutilation, impaired statelessness. Having faced a bitter enemy together with our people and emerged triumphant to deliver the promise of freedom, the PAC would be guilty of treason if we did not stand up in defense of the sanctity of this freedom while scavengers wreck the motherland. The PAC has never abandoned the people nor betrayed the cause. And having paid the highest price for our country's liberation, we will not allow people to be cheated again through the pact between those who govern and those who control the means of production. That is why the Tanzanian masses can trust the PAC through the ballot box to set the country on a path of growth, accountability, dignity, pride, and integrity as we count down to the 1st of November to secure land and economic liberation for our people and those yet to be born. The PAC stands for a clean administration. Councillors represent the constituencies that are demarcated into wards, municipal districts and metropolitan cities. Sworn to serve with integrity, our candidates are committed to responsive and responsible representation of the people. Unlike our misgovernors, the PAC will not hesitate to put elected representatives under public scrutiny and to recall sluggers, amavila. This is the turning point because today we set in motion the new era of the return of our land, the beginning of economic liberation. The PAC upholds the long-standing call of the people for land, bread, and economic emancipation. It is our birthright to control and craft the progressive destiny for the land of our forefathers. Our people deserve better than poverty, unemployment, and inequality. Our people are entitled to the right to food, adequate shelter, services, healthcare, education, dependable and durable infrastructure, and the right to work in growing the economy. None but ourselves can make a difference in the quality of life of our communities. The PAC is a tried and tested vehicle of the African people. The African people are PAC. The PAC's interventions, as outlined in the local government manifesto that we are launching today, the PAC is geared towards ending the scourge of corruption, deploying competent skills, re-engineering operational excellence, resolving the fundamental contradiction posed by infinite demand while supply of resource is finite, which is among the variables at the heart of the dysfunctionality of the local government. The PAC's strategy and tactics will be geared towards achieving the following outcomes. 1. The PAC's municipal strategy will redirect land use towards building productive capacity, deliver decent houses, durable roads, and public amenities, which include cultural, sports, learning, reading, communication, and recreational facilities. This is the turning point. 2. The PAC's municipal strategy will build and develop industries to create jobs, develop productive capacity, and maximize trade by implementing the party's developmental mode founded on the premise of the municipal one product. 3. The PAC's municipal strategy will provide uninterrupted services inclusive of electricity, sanitation, garbage collection, water to communities, meeting basic human rights that dare not be compromised. This is the turning point. The PAC's municipal strategy will invest in infrastructure to leverage growth, drive human progress and economic development. The PAC's municipal strategy will provide the means to invigorate arts, culture and heritage industries to deconstruct mental enslavement and gender pride in the African personality and celebrate the rich and wholesome beauty of our people. The PAC's municipal strategy will put an emphatic end to the desecration of public cemeteries and restore a culture of respect, dignity and esteem for the departed. This is the turning point. The PAC's municipal strategy will professionalize the municipal system by employing technocrats, engineers and customer-centric culture, reducing outsourcing significantly and implementing consequence management to ensure accountability and dignity in the provision of goods and services to the people. The PAC's municipal strategy will entrench a culture of financial management, integrity by embedding compliance with all relevant legislations and policies, because accountability is not an option in the management of public funds and bestowal of trust. This is the turning point. The PAC's municipal strategy will direct the investment of state resources towards communities where the poorest of the poor reside to bridge a historic divide whose continued legacy negates the arrival of freedom and violates human dignity. The PAC's municipal strategy will strive to establish a benchmark of excellence and integrity in local governance for future generations to build upon, determined in the patriotic quest to achieve uniform human progress so that Azanians from all walks of life may be empowered and enabled to contribute towards the fortunes of a continent destined to glory across sphere of human endeavor. The Local Government 2021 Manifesto of the PAC is our covenant with the wishes and aspirations of the people as a whole, young and old, poorest of the poor, the working people, the unemployed masses, business owners, investors, and civil society. Now the true liberation movement has spoken. This is the turning point. On the 1st of November, the 27 years of betrayal must end. Vote PAC, vote for the land, vote for the economic liberation. Izwe lethu, iAfrika, inkululeko. Ma-Africa, SG, come. What do you say? What you must do?
The former president in front, and then we can sing with him, holding hands.
Thank you very much, Ma-Africa. Njengoba nisazi, Ma-Africa, this is a united PAC. And as you know, Ma-Africa, this leadership has made a clarion call to everyone to come back and join PAC. We are making that call, and we are encouraging everyone to go to the nearest branch and regularize his membership or her membership where they reside. Akukho mntu kabani, there is no winner, the PAC has won. And at this stage, I'm asked to invite former presidents of the PAC to the stage, and we sing, which one? Isibane Saitu Makawe. Yes, if they can come.
Lead the song.
Sure. Isibane sethu maqhawe ase asane ukufa kwenu akusoze kule ayukufa kwenu kufa kwenu yakukhanyisa indlela yabo bonke abaphansi kwengcinezelo neyesibane sethu maqhawe ase azane ukufa kwenu akusoze kule ayukufa kwenu kufa kwenu yakukhanyisa indlela yabo bonke abaphansi kwengcinezelo ongaphandle kwezibhamu nawanathula empi ngaphambi kwenhlavu zezitha anizange niphelelwe ithemba lapho khona nathi phambili ngenguqulelo ongaphandle kwezibhamu nawanathula empini ngaphambi kwenhlavu zezitha anizange niphelelwe lithemba lapho khona nathi phambili ngenguqulelo uzibutha izibhamu siqonde ngaso sonke isikhathi nibe yisibani sethu maqhawe sozibutha izibhamu siqonde ngaso sonke isikhathini beyisiban sethu maqhawe. Thank you very much, ma Africa. Izwe lethu ya Africa inkululeko. Nane ma Africa.